Welcome back to Well, That's Interesting. The Damn, There's Bodies Everywhere edition.
Aren't there, though?
Yes.
Aren't there, though? There's so many bodies everywhere.
There's so many. Just everywhere.
I mean, I've only seen like 2, but like, I just feel like there are bodies everywhere.
Yes.
Do you mean dead bodies or live bodies?
Oh, so dead.
Okay. Just wanted to clarify. I was like, there's a lot of live bodies too, but
We're talking old dead bodies today.
I love an old dead body.
Yeah, today.
Nothing better.
Today is episode 095. Let's check out these newly discovered coffins.
I mean, if there's one thing I love more than an old dead body, it's a newly discovered coffin. What is better than a coffin?
That's right. It's a fresh coffin, very old body.
Yeah.
That's right.
There are three things I love in this world: old body, fresh coffins, and tacos. And
That's right, separately.
separately. Please don't put them. I mean, put 2 of them together. Maybe all 3.
A coffin made of tacos.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. Well, that's gonna have to
Or
happen for one of us.
or a coffin in the shape of a taco, which kind of goes with one of the stories today.
I see what you're doing. You're trying to get back on track to talk about the subject. Yes, taco-shaped coffin would be amazing. Also, we can definitely talk about this subject.
Well, actually, before we get into these coffins, literally, we need to quickly talk about something equally as metal as fuck.
Oh my God.
Taking place this weekend on July 8th.
What?
Which I think is actually tomorrow.
That's tomorrow?
Yeah. We need to thank a member of the flock for bringing it to our attention.
Oh my God.
Lauren Nayert, we're looking at you.
Oh, yeah. We're always looking at you, Lauren. You're awesome. What a badass.
We're like right there, just looking at you. Lauren has sent us so much gold over the last 2 years, and once again has answered the call.
Oh my God.
We want you guys to send us something, anything you think is interesting, and Lauren has been stepping up and just throwing shit at us, and we love it.
Yeah, we love it. We love everything y'all send us. We read it.
That's right.
We laugh at it. That sounds mean. We laugh with you about it.
Oh, totally.
Does that make sense?
110%. Please send us everything you think is interesting, that you'd love, that you hate. Just send it. And
if you hate something, please tell us about it. Please tell us about it. We're here for it.
Yeah, we'll smush it into an episode or an in-betweeny.
For sure.
We'll smush that shit in.
For sure. Absolutely.
So, Lauren, thank you for DMing us over Instagram about the competition/concert y'all never knew you needed. My friends, may I introduce you to the Heavy Metal Knitting Championships held where else but Finland.
That is the best combination of things I've ever heard. I have so many questions. I love that it's in sweet, cozy Finland that I know so little about.
That's right.
This is all I know
my
about
God.
Finland. I think I saw, is Finland the country I used to joke that wasn't real?
Yes. Dr. Riley here. By the way, I'm Jill Chacha. Oh, shit. And I am with the conspiracy theorist who didn't believe Finland exists. I'm with Marissa Riley.
Yes, that's me. To clarify, I do know that Finland exists. It's just an ongoing joke I do to bother Jill, where I'm like, I really don't think Finland is real. I think a group of people are talking about it and making it a joke, but I don't think it's real. I know Finland is real. I recognize our Finnish listeners. That's y'all right. Are awesome, and I feel like y'all have an awesome sense of humor and won't come for me on Twitter.
They have an awesome fucking sense of humor, and they love They love heavy metal and knitting. My friends, these two things have joined, and
finally,
yes,
finally, thank you, Finland.
Thank you. And just to give you a taste of what happens on stage, Dr. Marissa, I have a 1-minute video compilation of the event, which took place back in 2019. It's that sacred year.
The sacredest of years.
Sacred year.
Are you asking me if I want to watch? Because the answer is yes.
Absolutely.
I must see this.
110%. Please tell us what you see. And if anyone wants to watch along, Jesus Christ, you should. Please fire up your YouTube and search Heavy Metal Knitting Best Moments 2019.
Amazing.
And behold the joy we all need right fucking now.
Yes.
For the love of God.
Jesus.
I'm going to bring it up right here. Dr. Marissa, please tell us what you see.
First of all, It's not what I expected. The first thing I see is a topless young man. Is he a sumo wrestler?
That's right. He's a sumo wrestler.
I'm sorry, not a young man. A full-grown sumo wrestler. And he's standing in front of what looks like a metal band.
Yep.
Rocking the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, no, but yes.
Here we go.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's really, you'll have to watch it in silence. It's just amazing.
I'm speechless.
Anything you want to say?
I mean, I have a lot of things, so I think let's pause. So, this is a lot more than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I thought it would be like a knitting circle while they play heavy metal.
Oh, it's even better.
They're playing heavy metal while like moshing and knitting.
Yes.
And freaking. So it's like a heavy metal concert, but let's say the fangirl mosh pit is knitting while like thrashing their heads.
That's right.
So impressive. There are people here who are holding balls of yarn, shaking them above their heads. Lots of knitted bags. I think someone had knitted like dreadlocks. Mm-hmm. And there's also a couple sumo wrestlers, which, you know, I respect.
Yeah.
And I saw someone dressed as a geisha.
That's right. That is right. Yeah. There's a lot going on here.
There's a lot going on.
So those two sumo wrestlers were part of a trio called Giga Body Metal from Japan.
That's the coolest thing I've ever heard.
Like you said, their third member was dressed as a geisha, and they were the winners back in 2019. Shout out to third place. They're called 9 Inch Needles, and they were from the US of A.
I mean...
Her hands are in her face.
What way to seize an opportunity.
Amazing.
For a pun. 9 Inch Needles?
9 Inch Needles.
Moment of silence.
So good.
In respect for 9 Inch Needles. Also, this Japanese band is incredible. I want to know how you win this.
Exactly. You probably want to know what the hell is going on here. Well, back in 2018, the founders of the event had the awesome idea of turning people who love to knit into rock stars. Finland happens to be the heavy metal capital of the world.
Amazing.
With 50 heavy metal bands per 100,000 people.
It's the coolest fact about Finland
Yes.
I've ever heard. Sort of goes with my theory that it's not real, because that's too good to be true.
It's too fucking good.
It's too good to be true. Tell me more about Finland, though.
Naturally, this thing happened there. And all you have to do, if you want to join in, is just grab some friends, choreograph a fucking colossal act to one of 3 pre-selected songs, and then knit to the tune played by the band behind you. So
that's so cool. We could do this.
Anyone can do it. If you have what it takes, just apply. There's actually no fee.
No, we should do this.
We should do this. Yeah, why
and
not?
It would be a wonderful way for me to prove that Finland is real.
That's right.
To see Finland, touch it, and then do a knitting metal performance.
There you go.
I feel...
It's the only way to verify that Finland is real.
This is the only way to do it. And
a heavy metal knitting championship is the only way.
I've made this about me, and we are going. I'm so excited. If you're into that, Jill.
I'm so into it. We'll start choreographing now. We have a whole year. We have a whole year to prepare and save. And just, I can't wait.
It's the best thing in the world.
So if you need more details about this championship, there's just so much stuff on their website. Head on over to heavymetalknitting.com, and I am fucking stoked to let y'all know you don't even have to be in Finland to watch, because this year's finalists can be seen live over the competition's YouTube channel or fucking website on July 8th. So, don't miss it. Enjoy your fucking self.
I'm not going to miss it. I want to enjoy myself. It's really hard to right now, but yes, I will be watching these amazing people.
It's incredible. And thank you, Lauren, for blessing us with this information.
Lauren, good job.
Yeah,
well done.
We didn't really live until we knew this.
No, everything before was different. Yeah.
So, Should we begin with these fucking coffins?
Oh, yeah, the coffins.
coffins.
Yes, let's do it.
All right, so today, my friends, we have 2 stories of people just going about their business and stumbling upon ancient things, specifically coffins, which will no doubt fill in the many gaps in the roadmap of our human history.
At last.
Finally.
Yeah.
So, if you're a longtime listener of this podcast, you know that next to a good hole and things getting stuck inside people.
We love some holes and shit.
That's right. Next to those things, we love cracking open a mysterious box.
Oh, I love cracking open a box. That sounded so predatory. I'm so sorry.
I'm just going to be over here. I'll be
Okay, all right. Bye, Jill.
Thankfully, there's no shortage of tombs, and today we're going to start by heading on over to Lincolnshire County in merry old England.
Sounds fun. Let's do
right.
it.
Let's
Road
do it.
trip? Not really. We need a boat.
At least a boat, at least a plane.
Yeah.
Now, I also hope you brought your golf stuff because we're about to play around at the Tetney Golf Club.
Amazing.
Now, where in the world is all this shit? Don't you worry. I got you. It's not a problem. Everyone, please imagine England.
You got it.
Okay, now, point to the very northeast corner.
Okay.
And there on the coastline, overlooking the North Sea, is the delightful Tetney Golf Club.
Nice.
Rated 4 out of 4. I'm sorry, 4. I can do this. Rated 4.4 out of 5 on Google. Well done,
That's
Tetney.
hard to do.
You know?
Well done, Tetney. You know, I can only imagine how hard it is to get a good rating when you're called a Tetney
Yeah.
Golf Club,
Yeah.
which sounds like tetanus. Sounds like a slang word for tetanus.
Yeah.
I got the Tetney.
I got the So, now, it just also happens to be our favorite year. Again, the year no one remembers, that just blissful year. You want to say it together?
Yes.
2019.
2019.
That took
The
too long.
best year of our lives. The last year of our lives.
It's 2019, and it's July, and a very, very hot July at that. Ground crews at the course were working on remodeling the pond area, which required a little digging.
Oh,
At the bottom of the pond, there was no dirt, but a gravel mound.
of course there was.
Yeah. Dr. Marissa, please tell us, what was discovered beneath that mound under a golf course in England?
Nothing would make me happier than to talk about this. All right, from Isaac Schultz at Gizmodo, quote, a half-ton coffin dating to the early Bronze Age was found. Random. The coffin, cut from a single oak tree and thought to be about 4,000 years old, contained human remains, an axe,
Oh, yeah.
and a bed of plant material meant to cushion the body in its eternal slumber. End quote. I would have to say the biggest red flag. What a red flag. I mean, this whole thing is a red flag. But why, like, I'm just so curious why someone had to be buried with an axe. And I'm positive it's because they had to put that there in case the person woke up because they weren't sure.
God.
And they had to chop their way out. Am
That
I
is-
right?
That's dark.
Tell me I'm right.
That's a great idea. We just put one in my taco coffin.
Okay, you got it. I might also like check your pulse too.
That's also really helpful.
There's a couple other ways we could do this, but I felt like back then
Stick an axe in there.
you weren't sure.
Stick a fucking axe. That's a great idea. Well, we're going to get back to that fucking axe. Don't you worry.
Thank God.
We're going to get back to it. So, yeah, everyone, what a day for those construction workers. They found a 1,000-pound, 10-foot long, 3-foot wide solid wood coffin.
Amazing.
Mark Caswell, owner of Tetney Golf Club, told the local press, quote, "My family farmed here for years before we opened the golf course, and I'd never have imagined that there was a whole other world buried under the fields. As soon as we realized what we brought up working on the pond, we contacted the local authority, and they put us in touch with the archaeologists from the County Council and Historic England."
That's so
End quote.
cool. Oh my gosh. I love that they contacted archaeologists in
really neat.
in the United States. That wouldn't happen.
No, they would just keep it.
Yeah, they would keep it.
They would put it on the golf course and make it a part of the golf course.
Yeah.
Like you have to putt through it or some shit.
Exactly. They'd open like a burger stand
Yes,
in it or something.
that's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So now I know you all have a lot of questions, like how do you handle a 4,000-year-old body? And who the fuck is this person?
I surprisingly didn't ask
Oh,
either of
really?
those questions, but I sure am now.
Great questions, Dr. Riley.
Yep.
So, the conservation team for York Archaeological Trust booked it to the scene to do a little sleuthing and to get this discovery into a stabilized environment.
Nice.
As you said, Dr. Marissa, they determined it was from the early Bronze Age or sometime around 3500 BC.
Okay.
And to put this into context, this thing is older than the Great Pyramid of Giza, which was built around 2500 BC.
That's so old. Sorry, I like choked because it's so old. It's so old.
It's old, dude. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so it's old and made of wood that hasn't seen the light of day or been exposed to air for millennia.
Amazing.
So, Dr. Marissa, what dramatic steps did researchers take to stop disintegration?
Oh, okay. Let's talk about it. All right. From Gizmodo, quote, to prevent that from happening, the excavated objects were immediately put in bags filled with groundwater, and the coffin was put in a cold storage for a year.
Yeah.
That's relatable.
We've all been there.
Let me just put it in the freezer for a year and then we'll think about it. Continuing the quote, afterward, the coffin was moved to the York It's the York Trust, and where conservators have been working on it, and the associated artifacts, including an axe. And quote, that's so crazy they had to put it in the fridge for a year.
Yep.
Why?
That's right.
That's so random.
Yeah, they needed to stabilize it, like slowly expose it to things. Yeah.
That's so gentle and smart. Yeah. Again, not at all American. If
No.
for some reason we did
Burger stand.
hot dog stand, sell it at like Antiques Roadshow, it would be.
Yeah, you like somehow capitalize on it, just like sell tickets, something like that.
Or put it in a dumpster and then a child will discover it and get a curse put on them. That's how it always goes. Am I right?
It's either one or the other, people.
Yeah.
So my friends, they actually had to wait a whole damn year before cracking into it. And I have a photo of Ian Panter with the coffin.
Amazing.
Hold on to your panties. He is the head of...
So sorry, is this going to be a new thing? Hold on to your panties. Sorry, did you think I would let that slip? Okay. I'm sorry, I'll let you tell me the rest.
I know.
I had to do something.
I'm glad you did. I don't know. I don't know what came over me.
I love it. If we're going to make it a thing, let's make it a thing.
Okay. We're doing it. Hold on here. We'll put it on a tote.
There you go.
Put it on a mug.
Put it on a mug. Enjoy. Send it to your mom.
So, Ian Panter is the head of conservation at the York Archaeological Trust. Dr. Marissa, would you like to see the project that they have on their hands?
Yes,
All
please.
Right, here he is. And all photos we talk about today will be on our social media stuff, so please come on by and take a look at the coffin and kind of what happened to it.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, what am I looking at?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to pull the screen a little closer to me. Does not look like a coffin. So it looks like a big piece of wood that has been burned.
Yeah, right?
Into chunks.
Yeah.
It just looks like chunks of burned wood, and it's really hard to make out a coffin. I'm guessing this used to be in a big coffin shape.
Yeah, I don't know if they disassembled it.
Okay.
And they're going to reassemble, I think. But yeah, in this particular photo, there's one long piece, and then there's about 5 or 6 chunks. And
exactly. Yeah. I missed the long piece because I was so taken by the chunks. But the long piece actually kind of looks almost like a canoe or a sled, like it's a long piece. But yeah, I see how they would put that back together. Yeah. Very, very cool. That wood is dark. It's almost black.
Yeah.
That's how old it is.
Yeah.
It's so old. It's older than a pyramid. Oh my God.
Right. So not seen in this photo was the body that was inside.
Oh, yes.
That's right. Hugh Wilmot, an archaeologist at the University of Sheffield who participated in the excavations, said initial attempts to extract DNA have been unsuccessful.
Oh, fuck.
I know, but don't you worry. There's a shit ton of other clues to help figure out who this may have been and what the fuck is going on here.
Yes.
Now, the first clue into this person's life was the location of the burial.
Okay.
Tim Allen, not the actor, but
Handyman.
the other Tim Allen.
Got it.
There's only two.
There's only two.
He was, or is, I'm sorry. Sorry, Tim, I hope you're still alive.
What if he's not?
Oh, shit.
I haven't looked up Tim ever.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, continue. We'll look it up
Oh,
later.
God. So Tim Allen, another Sheffield-based archaeologist, said in a press release, the man buried at Tetney lived in a very different world to ours, but like ours, it was a changing environment.
Okay.
Rising sea levels and coastal flooding ultimately covered his grave and burial mound in a deep layer of silt. Silt is hard, guys.
That's a hard word.
No.
Jeez.
Ultimately covered his grave and burial mound in a deep layer of silt that aided its preservation. End quote.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So this material of silts aided in its preservation.
Yeah.
I just repeated what you just said, but I'm digesting it. And
Yeah,
That's really
it was
cool.
probably terrifying for the people who lived there at the time that the water levels rise.
I
But
didn't think of the people
yeah,
at
yeah.
all. I
yeah,
only thought of this. But aside from the people, this is really crazy.
it's fucking crazy. Now, that burial mound, by the way, indicates that this person was probably very well known by the community, as it would take a number of people to help build it. Not only was this a sign of care, but Dr. Marissa, please tell us what else the sea eerily preserved and what that tells us.
I would love to talk about it. All right. Hugh Wilmot tweeted that moss, yew, or juniper. Okay, I'm going to do this again.
Yeah, today's a weird day.
We're going to get this.
Yes.
Don't you worry. Okay. Hugh Wilmot tweeted that moss, yew, or juniper, hazelnuts, and leaf buds were found in the coffin. This suggests the burial likely took place toward the end of spring, some 4 millennia ago. For context, woolly mammoths still roamed the earth. It's so old. Wilmot said in an email to Gizmodo that the hazelnuts may have been a food offering, while the moss may have been sort of bed for the deceased. End quote. So it's like a fucking fairy coffin. This
there you
is
go.
cute as hell.
It's very cozy.
Have some nuts.
That's right.
Have some moss, because
You know?
you're a gorgeous elf. Like,
Yes.
I think I figured out what this is. This is an elf
Gigantic elf.
buried in one piece of tree wood. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
It does
Probably
make
had little
sense.
braids in their hair.
Aw.
So cute.
So cute.
100%.
Little nuts for like snacks.
What else would an elf snack on? Of course. I'm obsessed. Yeah.
So this is all super, super sweet and a sign that this was someone of importance to someone else. And not only is the woolly mammoth fact really fucking cool, let's get into some stats and focus in on that axe for a moment. Now, wooden coffins from the Bronze Age, these things are super rare and hard to come by. They just don't survive. Yeah. There are only 65 from the British region in existence, and axes, well, they're even rarer.
Ooh.
There are only 12 others. Yeah.
Wow.
And this one, let's take a look at this axe, because it looks like it was made just fucking yesterday. Take a look at this photo.
I can't believe.
Yes, that this is
cannot-
4,000 years old.
Okay, so no joke, I had to film a project once where I needed an axe. So did you know you can Amazon an axe tomorrow? It can come to your house tomorrow in a box.
Yeah, you can buy a lot of crazy shit in this country.
You can buy anything
Yeah.
you want. I promise, just try. But don't try that hard. But it was a fresh, brand new axe with a wooden handle. It looked like right out of American Psycho. And it looks just like this axe that I'm looking at here that is a gazillion years old. The only difference is this axe, the nettle part, the blade, looks a little rusty.
Yeah.
Just a little rusty.
A smidge different from what we're usually used to.
Yeah.
And
it also looks a little dull, but that might just be the angle.
There you go. Let's get into it because it's made of something a little special.
Oh.
Yeah, now, researchers believe the axe is more of a symbol of authority than a tool, and that's because the axe head is less than 4 inches across.
Oh.
So it could be a fairy or an elf at this point, but
Yeah.
it is, however, made of a combination of stone and fossilized coral, so it's fancy.
That's the coolest thing I've ever heard.
It is fancy.
This is a very nice thing.
Very nice thing. So, the handle is, of course, made of wood, and it's doing great. But as we saw, the coffin had a few pieces to it, and that's going to take at least 2 years to fully treat.
Wow.
So this is a very long-term project. After that time, it will find a home in the Collection Museum in Lincolnshire, where the discovery was made. But my friends, I have a plot twist.
Do you know?
I do.
Ooh.
Get ready for this.
Okay.
Just a short time before this 4,000-year-old coffin was unearthed by a construction crew on a golf course, the University of Sheffield decided to shutter its archaeology department and was in the process of doing so.
Oh.
Yeah. The local University of Worcester also intended to end its archaeology department, both for the same usual reasons, cuts to educational funding.
Boo.
Yeah, Isaac Schultz of Gizmodo said it best, quote, "Had the Sheffield archaeological team not been close by, this cultural heritage would have quickly deteriorated," end quote.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. So my friends, a burial that happened 4 millennia ago had coincidentally also unearthed how important these departments are, and a frenzy of fundraising has begun.
Amazing. So all you need for fundraising is a dead body and a coffin.
2 things. Easy.
All you need.
Easy.
How cool.
Yeah.
That these things, boom,
Somehow happened.
aligned. It's because it was magic. Because it was an elf. The elf knew and was like, I gotta do something. I've been watching Thor, so I'm like, every Thor movie from the MCU.
It's going to be okay.
It's a journey.
You're going to be okay.
I don't know what I'm doing.
So-
Tell me more.
£70,000 has already been donated, and an entire campaign is underway to save British archaeology. The movement... What is happening? The movement is aptly called the Campaign to Save British Archaeology.
Amazing.
And Dr. Marissa, from the campaign's website, savearchaeology.co.uk, what's the goal and how can people help?
Nothing would make me happier than to talk about this. All right. Quote, archaeology is under threat. In recent years, archaeology departments in universities across the UK have increasingly been threatened by cuts and the prospect of closure. This is not just bad news for archaeologists and those who wish to study archaeology. Archaeology is for all of us. Our aim is to halt the closure of university archaeology departments.
Nailed it.
I can do this. Across the United Kingdom. The campaign to save British archaeology is a volunteer-run, not-for-profit campaign. If you want to support our efforts, please consider a donation. Donations only will be used to cover website hosting, administrative costs, and other campaign expenses. And quote, what total badasses.
Yeah.
Something as small as archaeology is for all of us.
Yeah.
How beautifully said. It's so true. It's literally our stuff and our history. And if we don't fucking look for it or take care of it,
yeah, you disappear.
We disappear.
Fucking disappear.
No one wants that.
No, that's right, folks. If we want to find more bodies, we need researchers.
Yeah.
So donate to some educational programs if you can. You'll also be supporting this podcast indirectly because we get to talk about the cool shit they find, like the stuff, after the break.
Ooh.
Oh my God, I'm so excited about this. Check it out, folks. I've got good news. Saint Nick is real.
I knew it.
And we found his grave.
Oh,
God. Stay tuned.
Please do.
We're the All Creatures Podcast. Each week, Angie and I explore and share amazing details about the many animals we share our world with.
Plus, Chris and I are both PhD scientists and educators. So we do the deep dives in the scientific research and then come back and share what we learn in a fun and casual way. We also speak with other scientists, animal experts, activists, and many other conservation enthusiasts from all over the planet.
So you can find the All Creatures podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello everyone, Takuya here.
And I'm Gabby.
And we are the hosts of History of Everything, a podcast which you can probably guess by the name is, well, it's about everything. Do you want to know why people thought potatoes were evil and would give you syphilis? Are you curious about all the stories of the terrible and stupid ways that people have kicked the bucket over the years? Do you want to hear tales about all of the different badasses of history and the lives that they had brought to life? Well, if so, then look no further. History of Everything is just the right podcast for you. It's available on Spotify, Pandora, and anywhere else that you get your podcast from. Join us for some fun and just see how weird and wacky history can be.
Hey everyone, Jill Chacha here from Well, That's Interesting, and I am absolutely thrilled to tell you about Spotify for podcasters. I use it, I love it, and it all started by downloading the free Spotify for Podcasters app, which has all the tools you need in one place to record and edit your masterpiece of a podcast. Spotify for Podcasters also distributes your show to all major platforms. So when you hit publish, your episodes will stream not only on Spotify, but I'm talking about the Apples, the Googles, Stitcher, Good Pods, the other ones. You get the idea. And you can monetize your podcast with no minimum listenership required. You could also set up monthly subscriptions and record ads just like this one. So what are you waiting for? Download Spotify for Podcasters today and start changing the world. Oh, and please, stay interesting. And we're back.
We are so back.
We're so back. And my friends, you better watch out.
Oh.
You better not cry.
Ah.
The song is abusive.
Yes.
No need to say why.
Did you have so much fun writing that?
It was really great.
Okay, I had so much
great.
fun listening to it.
It was a great day.
I'm glad someone's addressed how creepy that song is.
Yes.
Wow.
So if that tune rang a bell, you know it's about Saint Nick. And before we get into this epic story, another huge shout out to a member of the flock. This one goes out to Kissy4647 on the Twitter.
Kissy4647, what a hero.
What a fucking hero. Thank you for DMing us about this here discovery. Please, people, keep them coming, y'all. Be our eyes and our ears and our butts, etc.
Yes.
Yeah.
Most importantly, our butts.
We absolutely love it. This story is fucking insane. Okay, let's get into it. Saint Nick was, once upon a time, a totally real person.
Oh my God.
And he didn't seem too problematic for a man born in 280 AD.
Okay.
Okay. So his hometown is nowhere near the North Pole. I'm sorry, kids. He was born in the country we now call Turkey.
Oh.
Yeah, in a town that was under Roman rule at the time.
Got it.
Possibly a place called Myra, now called Demri. Now,
Interesting.
where in the world is all of this? All right, don't worry, I got you. Everyone, please, imagine the heel of Italy.
Oh, you got it.
All right, now move your eyes southeast. All right, you hit Greece.
Okay.
Keep going, and voila, you'll see Turkey.
Ah.
There it is, and there in the middle of its southern shores is Demri, overlooking the Mediterranean. Barf.
Oh,
so gross.
Disgusting. It must
Yes.
be so hard
God.
to be people in Demry.
So, legend has it, there are many legends about the guy. One, Nick was born into wealth, but when both of his parents died, he spread the wealth, helping the sick and impoverished.
That's. I was just because how nice.
Yeah.
I wish more people would do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. The end. Two, he secretly paid the dowries of 3 sisters so they could be married instead of being sold into servitude.
That's so nice.
Also nice. Same difference, but I guess. I don't know. Anyway, good times. Number 3, he also / may have secretly left coins in the shoes of the poor, which they left outside their homes.
That's pretty cute.
That is cute.
That's very nice.
It's very nice. Whatever the case, this guy was well-liked, popular, and even became bishop of Myra / Demri.
Aw.
His generosity scored him sainthood after death, and his bearded face became the symbol of gift-giving. So, his day was to be celebrated on December 6th.
So he sounds pretty cool.
Sounds pretty cool.
And sounds like a local
Local hero.
Local hero.
Local bearded hero leaves money. You see the headline. Like, leaves money in shoes.
Now, in Turkey, that sounds very sweet, but in Florida, that would be a whole other, that would be the story of meth.
So St. Nick's Day was December 6th, but very long story short, after the Protestant Reformation and a whole bunch of other shit, gift giving moved from December 6th to Christmas. So that's why we do the thing.
Oh, I see.
Of course, no matter the date, people love giving and receiving gifts and shit and all the things. So people just loved St. Nick, and I mean it. They loved him so much, stealing his body kind of became a thing.
Okay, so we've crossed a line.
Yes.
I understand love, but stealing a dead body
Yeah.
is a whole other level.
This was such a big thing. Let's get into it. So, Dr. Marissa, I thought we could take turns reading from a fantastic Smithsonian Mag article by Jason Daly. He did an amazing job summarizing where, rumor had it, St. Nick ended up over the years.
Oh my
Do you want to
God.
get into the journey that this corpse took?
Yes, I'm so ready for this corpse journey. All right, quote, Josie Enzer at The Telegraph reports that St. Nicholas was indeed buried in the church in Demur after his death in 343 AD. But in 1087, so the story goes, traders from the Italian city of Bari stole the saint's bones and transported them to their hometown where a basilica was built to house them.
That's right.
Yeah.
In 2014, forensic experts reconstructed the face of the man in the crypt, revealing what they said was the true face of Santa.
Oh my God.
But Venice also claims that its sailors stole the bones of St. Nicholas in 1099 during the First Crusade, and that the bones are actually housed in the church of San Nicolo el Lido.
Oh my God, what a journey. Okay, continuing the quote, then there's the claim that St. Claus's final resting place is in Ireland?
Yep.
According to that tale, a Norman family of crusaders moved St. Nicholas's remains to Bari in 1169 when that part of Italy was under Norman control. When the Normans were pushed out of Italy, the body was moved to Nice, France. How nice. When the Normans lost France, the remains ended up on an estate in Kilkenny, Ireland, and buried at an abbey where a special ceremony is still held each year to honor the saint. End quote. Oh my God.
Yeah. What a fucking mess.
People really liked him.
Yes.
Like, I thought they were just like, oh my God, money, thank you. But like,
No.
y'all were obsessed.
Obsessed. Absolutely obsessed. And this story is a mess. Where in the world is old St. Nick?
Yeah.
Well, it turns out he didn't go anywhere.
Oh.
Ah, yes. Join me, will you? Back in the OG church in Demre, which I think I'm saying right. It's Demre.
Yeah.
Anyway, back in Turkey, at a place aptly called the Church of St. Nicholas.
Oh.
Yeah. It was here where the head of Antalya's Monument Authority, Semil Karabayram. Yep.
Karabayram.
Semil Karabayram asked a very simple question. Did anyone look under the church for a crypt?
Oh, that's an excellent question.
For you see, archaeologists believe the remains that were stolen a long time ago, in 1087 or 1099, that they belonged to someone else, as that coffin was above ground and super exposed. If you're going to bury a saint, it better be protected,
Yes.
right? So Semil brought some radar equipment and CT scanners to the church and focused on the elaborate mosaic floor, peeking beneath with his non-invasive approach.
I love a non-invasive approach.
There you
Awesome.
go. Dr. Marissa, was Semil's hunch correct?
Let's talk about it. All right. As Kareem Shaheen at The Guardian reports, researchers discovered an intact temple and burial grounds below the Church of St. Nicholas. Wow. I love that it's been there the whole time.
That's right.
And idiots be idiots. Like,
There was like a decoy corpse.
whose body was that?
Yeah. I know.
That body has been places. Oh my God. I like how in Ireland they're worshiping like Bob.
Oh, man. Oh my God, so fucking great.
Amazing.
So, yes, my friends, there's a secret room, which is so fun.
So fun.
Samil spoke to the local press about this and what the next steps will be. Quote, "We believe this shrine has not been damaged at all, but it is quite difficult to get to as there are mosaics on the floor. Each tile will need to be removed one by one so the floor can be returned to its present glory." End quote.
Oh my God. Shout out to archaeologists for having the most patience in
Oh
the
my God.
world.
Yeah.
I do not have that kind of patience. Tile by tile, have y'all seen an ancient mosaic? That's so many tiles because
So
they
many.
had so much free time. Because they didn't have Netflix.
That's right.
Or like money and food. So they're like, I'm just going to tile a floor
That's right, I'm gonna do
until
it.
I die at 25.
You know, my day is full. That's right.
Also, can you believe like how many like just secret compartments and like coffins and bodies and stuff are like everywhere in the ground?
That's what I'm saying.
It's wild. It's wild. I wonder how many bodies are beneath us.
Oh God. Well, we'll get to that later.
Okay.
So, excavation is going to take some time. According to wellthatsinteresting.com, he plans to hire a new team comprised of scientists with 8 different specialities to work at the site. The groundwork has already begun, and Karabayram says that the team will, quote, hopefully unearth the shrine's secrets soon. End quote.
Ooh, the secrets of Santa Claus.
That's right. I don't know about you, but Zombie Santa is on my bingo card for 2022.
Of course. It's the only thing we haven't seen.
That's right. Zombie Santa.
Zombie fucking Santa. He's
Totally happening.
He's watching when you're sleeping or something.
So thank you for listening, rating, subscribing, telling your friends about the heavy metal knitting competition championships taking
Heroes.
place.
Incredible.
July 8th. Check it out. Please, if you join, let us know. Are
y'all
you doing it?
participating?
Should we
Send
go
us
together?
a video. Yeah. Do you want a friend or 2? We come in a pair. So yeah.
There you go. What else? Tell them about the golf course, body, and Santa. Tell a child Santa's dead,
Yeah.
but we found him.
But we found him. Then tell a child there's probably a dead body underneath them right now.
Yes.
Yes, there is.
There is. And please, stay interesting.
Please do.